Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Adam. This is Vancity Audi, and today I'm bringing you something like I've never done before. This video is focused towards sports car enthusiasts, people that enjoy driving their cars within British Columbia, a province found in Canada. We are having a problem. We are having a problem with the Vancouver Police Department. It has been an ongoing problem for years now, but it's now getting out of control. What is happening is they are pulling people over and telling them that their cars, their stock cars, their unmodified cars from the factory options are not meeting Motor Vehicle Act's rules and laws within the province of British Columbia. To give you a better explanation of that, it is basically like driving your brand new Audi RS3 into the city of Vancouver. You're happily driving, you drive by a cop, and he thinks your car, your exhaust is too loud. He then pulls you over, comes to the car and states, "Your car has been modified." Your response? "No, it hasn't, sir. This is an option from the factory. It's a sport exhaust. You can option on your RS3 from Audi Canada." His response, "That's against the law. It's for off-road use only." Which is complete BS. That is not the case. If you're purchasing an aftermarket exhaust all over the different manufacturers' sites, you'll get warnings, off-road use only. On the actual manufacturer's exhaust systems, you do not find that. At least I haven't been able to. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough, but the people that I've spoken to at Audi, it is completely road legal to have a sport exhaust from the factory from Audi. I imagine that's the same with BMW's M Performance exhaust that they have, Mercedes AMG exhaust that they have. I can't see for the life of me that a global manufacturer of high-end automobiles would actually allow their vehicle to be sold in a country in which they're selling something that's illegal. Doesn't make sense to me. So, we've had a lot of problems lately in Vancouver. The Vancouver Police Department have pulled over multiple unmodified, stock, completely OEM vehicles and are claiming that their vehicle is too loud. This has now happened to 3 different individuals within the past month. One owner was of a Porsche 911 Targa, unmodified, virtually brand new vehicle, and was pulled over saying that his exhaust is too loud and it is unnecessary noise. Okay. Then the next driver, BMW X3, completely unmodified. Driving, pulled over, unnecessary noise. Your car is too loud. Alrighty then. Next car, BMW M4. Press car. It's an actual BMW press car. And he got pulled over saying the car is too loud. All of these creating unnecessary noise. Here's your ticket. You have to go get a vehicle inspection with you have to pay for. And on top of that, you get 3 points against your license. How is this lawful? How is this happening? So, I took it upon myself to seek legal counsel. Find out what's going on, what we can do as a community of car enthusiasts, people that enjoy nice cars, sports cars, that come from the factory as they are, and you're just wanting to go into the Vancouver city limits to do whatever. For me, I'm driving right now to Vancouver for work. For other people, they might want to take their wife out for a nice dinner. They want to go to a restaurant downtown. But they are now fearful of driving downtown because they might get a ticket. How ridiculous is that? So I spoke to legal counsel yesterday, and she gave me some very, very helpful advice. The first point I'm going to touch on. She stated that when people are being pulled over, they don't have to comply with the officer's demands. What is happening in a lot of these cases is they're being pulled over and the officer is asking them to start their vehicle and rev their engine for them. They're asking them to get it up to either 3,000 or 3,500 RPM and hold it. The officer then goes behind the car with their decibel meter right up against the exhaust and measures how loud it is. By the Motor Vehicle Act standards, that is not allowed to exceed 82 or 83 decibels. What? Standard traffic driving by is around 85 decibels. That's insane. So the police officers are then using that as evidence. Well, you're above the legal limit, here's your ticket. They need a warrant to do that. They need a warrant to ask you to do that. They are also supposed to ask you 3 different questions. Sadly, I don't remember exactly what they were, but one of them is, before they ask you to do that test, they're supposed to ask if you'd like to contact your lawyer or seek legal advice prior to them furthering this search. They're not allowed to ask you to open your trunk without probable cause. They're not allowed to ask you to pop your hood without probable cause. They can't just come up and, hey, I want to search your vehicle. It doesn't work like that. They need reason. So, she said you do not have to comply. The bad news is, that doesn't mean they're still not going to give you a ticket. They have the power, and have had the power for many, 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 many years now, to do just that. This law is subjective, which is absolutely ridiculous. Case by case basis, police officer to police officer. If they don't like you and they think your car is a little too loud, they have every legal right to ticket you and ask you to get a vehicle inspection. How in the hell does that make sense? It's been going on for years. Statistics were provided to me in a group I belong to on Facebook that over, I think it was the last 6 years, vehicle inspection numbers have like quadrupled now. And it seems like more and more police officers are just doing this to make a quick buck. They're using it as an excuse to pull people over, meet their quotas, and get, I don't know, sports cars off the road. Like, it's just obscene. So that was one point we touched on with the lawyer. Second point she touched on, we have to work together as a community to do this. You cannot do this alone. So what I have done is I've created a GoFundMe page. In the link below, or in the description below, you'll find a link. That link will be to a GoFundMe page that I have created. I've donated, and a bunch of other like-minded car enthusiasts have all started to donate, and every penny of that will go towards the legal fees that are going to be necessary to change these laws. I want to work as best I can with people because we all have a commonality, and that is we love our cars. We love them. We pay good money for them. We want to be able to enjoy them wherever we're driving. You go driving in a reasonable manner in a nice car. You should not be pulled over for unnecessary noise tickets or asked to get a vehicle inspection because they think your exhaust is too loud. It's just insane. So gotta work together. Please donate if you can, even if it's $5, it's $5. It'll help in the long run. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but the lawyer that I sought legal advice with suggested that for that first person that's going to start the case would be about $5,000. That was a complete ballpark number, so I can't say that that's perfectly accurate. Every additional person that will then be submitting their ticket, submitting their case, submitting their evidence would be an additional, say, $1,000. So if we have 15 people, 10 people, you guys do the math, it's a lot of money to make sure that we have proper legal representation to get this dealt with appropriately. Next thing we talked about. A lot of people are pissed off at individual police officers for doing this. There are a few police officers within the Vancouver Police Department that either they're in charge of that specific division or it's something that they, I don't know, just enjoy doing, that rack up way more vehicle inspection notices than anybody else. The rumors that I've heard are there are a few officers that are basically 80% of the vehicle inspection notices handed out. A lot of people wanted to go after those officers, saying that they're abusing their power, they're not doing things as they should. I've been told by legal counsel that that's not a good idea. Because the law right now is subjective, you're basically asking or fighting against a police officer who's supposed to uphold the law and tell them that they're doing their job incorrectly, which would mean that their judgment on a lot of things could be flawed. So she suggested go after the lawmakers, try to change that law, get the wording changed, don't make it subjective, don't make it so vague. It's written in the Motor Vehicle Act. Forgive me, I don't remember the exact number, but it's like 7.0A1 or 7.1.0A, something like that. I wish I would have remembered that before I started shooting this. But that is one of the ones that is being flagged the most, is this unnecessary noise. What else did we talk about? I think that's pretty much it. I think that sums it up. I'm just trying to do the best I can with the platform that I have. I now have a voice. It's not a huge voice, but now that I have a couple thousand subscribers and a lot of people on the Lower Mainland know of who I am, I'm just doing the best I can. I want to make sure that we're working together as a united front. No individuals just popping up and doing their things. If we work together as a community, we can make a change. So please, donate if you can. I hope you guys found this video useful. Bit more explanation on where the money's going, what I'm doing. I won't be spearheading this, I should tell you guys that. After the day I posted my initial video on Facebook on what I was doing and how I sought legal counsel, I was told that there is already a group and a legal team that will be involved in this. It hasn't been shared with who they are or who's going to be spearheading this, but I will not be. Knock on wood, there is no wood in this car. I have not gotten a VI yet. I leave my car in quiet exhaust mode and I drive like a granny when I'm driving around town. So they have no reason to pull me over. Again, knock on wood. But other people have. And they're the people that need to stand up and be the face of what is going on. The face of the lawsuit, the face of trying to change these laws. So keep the contributions coming in. I will definitely make notice on where the money's going, who the money's going to, how well it goes. Oh, final piece, forgot this on my initial video. Laws do not change overnight, guys and girls. It is not something where we're gonna raise these funds, get a legal team on the issue, and within 2 months the laws are gonna be changed. It doesn't work like that. We're looking at, I wanna say, a minimum of a year to get a court date, first of all. Then once we have a court date, we have to go through the proceedings, then they have to look into the laws. It's gonna be a long battle, but it's a battle that should have been started years ago. So I'm just happy to be able to participate, be a voice, be a face, and work with the community to raise funds so we make sure we have enough money for our legal fees so we can win this battle and get rid of a ridiculous law, or at least make it less vague, get rid of the ability of the police officers to be subjective and make it finite rules that make sense and that are not making OEM spec vehicles illegal to drive. Thank you everyone for watching. If you want to see more of me in my RS3, drag racing, testing different automotive parts, make sure you subscribe, follow the channel, like the videos if you can. But for this video, I'm just trying to be informative and let you guys know what's going on in Vancouver, British Columbia, as us automotive enthusiasts are having problems with the laws, and it is making our ability to enjoy driving, to enjoy going into the Vancouver city center, a nightmare. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, take care.